The moment your soul stops begging for proof, everything starts chasing you in the quietest, most beautiful way. Say this every morning before the noise begins. Say this before you check your phone. Say this before you ask who remembered you, who chose you, who answered you, who opened the door for you. Say this before fear starts naming everything that is missing. I do not chase life today. I let life meet me where I am calm, open, and ready. Let those words rest against your heart. Do not rush them. Do not force them. Just let them come close. Because maybe you have spent so much of your life reaching for love, reaching for attention, reaching for approval, reaching for money, reaching for a sign that says, yes, you are still on the right path. And maybe deep down, you are tired. Not lazy, not weak, just tired of feeling like everything good is always one step ahead of you. Tired of feeling like you must run after what other people seem to receive with ease. Tired of waking up with pressure in your chest, as if the day has already started before you even opened your eyes. But this morning, something can change. Not by pushing harder, not by pretending you are happy, not by forcing yourself to believe something your heart is not ready to hold. Something changes when you stop chasing from fear and begin receiving from peace. Something changes when you stop asking life, why not me, and begin telling your own heart, I am here now and I am ready to be kind to myself. Something changes when you speak to yourself in the morning like you would speak to someone you deeply love. Softly, slowly, with patience, with warmth, with no punishment. And if a part of you is wondering whether these words are really for you, yes, they are. You are not here by accident. You are not listening because nothing is moving. You are listening because some quiet place inside it was ready to stop running after what hurts and start resting in what is true. You are allowed to become magnetic in a peaceful way. You are allowed to be wanted without begging. You are allowed to be chosen without shrinking. You are allowed to receive without panic. You are allowed to wake up and say, today I return to myself first. And from that place, the right things can find me. The right love can recognize me. The right chances can come closer. The right path can open without you losing your breath. So breathe now. Let the morning become gentle. Let your body hear this first truth. You do not have to chase what belongs with your peace. Maybe you know what it feels like to wake up already searching for a message, searching for a reason to feel calm, searching for proof that someone cares, searching for a sign that your life is finally changing. Your eyes open, and before your feet touch the floor, your mind begins to travel. It goes to the future. It goes to the past. It goes to the thing you are waiting for. It goes to the person who has not answered. It goes to the bill, the dream, the fear, the silence, the memory, the question. And suddenly, your morning does not feel like a beginning. It feels like a race. But you were not born to wake up already running. You were not made to live every day as if peace is far away. You were not created to measure your worth by who responds, who notices, who stays, who leaves, who praises, who understands, or who opens a door. Your worth is closer than that. It is under your breath. It is behind your eyes. It is in the quiet beat of your heart. It is in the part of you that keeps trying, even when life has been heavy. It is in the part of you that still believes a softer life is possible, even if your belief is only the size of a small candle right now, and that small candle is enough. You do not need to become a bright sun in one morning. You do not need to feel strong all at once. You do not need to repeat words with perfect faith. You only need to stop being cruel to yourself while you are learning. You only need to stop making your desire a weapon against your own heart. Wanting more is not wrong. Wanting love is not wrong. Wanting peace is not wrong. Wanting support, rest, money, clarity, friendship, and ease is not wrong. The pain comes when you believe you are nothing until those things arrive. The pain comes when you hold your breath and wait for life to prove that you deserve to exist. So take a moment right now and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly gave yourself permission to rest, even before everything was finished? When was the last time you said to your own heart, you do not have to earn tenderness from me? When was the last time you let yourself be here just as you are without turning this moment into a test? Let that question move slowly through you. You do not have to answer it quickly. Just notice what comes up. Maybe there is sadness. Maybe there is relief. Maybe there is resistance. Maybe there is a quiet voice saying, I do not know how to stop chasing. That is okay. You are not being asked to change your whole life in one breath. You are only being invited into one new morning, one new sentence, one new way of meeting yourself, because the way you speak to yourself in the morning becomes the tone your spirit carries through the day. If the first voice you hear is fear, your body tightens. If the first voice you hear is criticism, your heart hides. If the first voice you hear is pressure, your mind begins to search for danger. But if the first voice you hear is love, even a simple love, even a small love, even a love that still feels new, something in you softens. Your shoulders lower, your breath becomes wider, your hands stop holding the whole world, and life begins to feel less like something you must fight and more like something you can walk with. You do not have to chase life when you are walking with it. You do not have to pull the river when you are willing to move with the current. You do not have to grab the sky when you are willing to stand beneath it and receive the morning. Think of the quiet strength of roots beneath the earth. They do not shout. They do not rush. They do not beg the tree to grow. They simply go deeper. They hold. They drink from hidden places. They trust what cannot be seen. And because the roots are steady, the branches can reach. That is what this practice is. It is not about chasing more. It is about rooting deeper. It is about becoming so steady in your own heart that the right things can come toward you without you falling apart from wanting them. So let this morning be a root. Let each word go down gently. Let your breath be the soil. Let your heart be warm ground. Let your new life begin quietly before anyone else sees it. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not empty. You are becoming rooted again. And from that place, everything that is true, kind, clean, loving, honest, and meant for your growth can begin finding its way to you. I begin this morning by coming back to myself. I begin this morning by coming back to my own heart. I begin this morning by choosing myself gently before I try to please the world. Let this be the first breath of the day. Let this be the first soft door you open inside yourself. You do not have to open every door right now. You do not have to solve the whole path. Just come back to yourself. Feel your breath enter your body. Feel your breath leave your body. You are here. And this is where your power begins. I begin this morning by coming back to myself, not to fear, not to pressure, not to old stories, not to the painful thought that you must be chosen by someone else before you can feel whole. You come back to yourself first. You return to your own quiet room inside. You sit with your own soul like a loving friend. You say, I am here with you. I am not leaving you today. I am not abandoning you for worry today. I am not giving my peace away before the morning has even begun. I begin this morning by coming back to myself. Say it slowly inside. Let the words move like warm water, the tired places. Let them touch the part of you that has been looking outside for safety. Let them touch the part of you that has been waiting for a person, a message, a sign, or an answer. You are allowed to wait without losing yourself. You are allowed to desire without leaving your own heart. You are allowed to care without chasing. You are allowed to love without begging. You are allowed to hope without panic. I begin this morning by coming back to myself. And as you come back, you may notice how long you have been gone. Gone into other people's moods, gone into old memories, gone into future fears, gone into the need to be understood, gone into the habit of proving. But today, you return, softly, kindly, without shame. You do not say, why did I leave myself again? You say, welcome back. You say, I am glad I noticed. You say, this breath is enough to begin again. I do not chase what makes me forget my own worth. I do not run after what makes me feel small. I do not keep reaching for what leaves my spirit cold. I do not chase what asks me to abandon myself. Let that affirmation settle slowly. It is strong, but it is not harsh. It is loving. It is a boundary made of peace. You are not closing your heart. You are protecting your heart from being trained to beg. You are not rejecting life. You are choosing the kind of life that does not require you to disappear. You are not becoming hard. You are becoming honest. I do not chase what makes me forget my own worth. Say it again, softer. I no longer chase what pulls me away from my peace. And once more, even slower. I release the need to run after anything that teaches me to doubt myself. There may be people, places, dreams, or old patterns that made you feel like love must be earned through anxiety. But love that is right for your heart will not need you to be in pain all the time. Support that is right for your life will not ask you to live in constant fear. A path that is right for your spirit will not require you to hate yourself along the way. So this morning, you place your energy back into your own hands. You bring your attention home. You stop pouring your whole light into a closed window. You let your light stay with you. What is meant for my peace can find me without force. What belongs with my growth can meet me without chaos. What is truly aligned with my heart can come closer without me losing myself. Let this become a new truth in your body. You do not need to break yourself open to be found. You do not need to shout into life to be heard. You do not need to live in panic to prove you care. The things that are right for you can come with a different feeling, a cleaner feeling, a calmer feeling, a feeling that makes your breath easier, not smaller. What is meant for my peace can find me without force. Again, what is meant for my peace can recognize me when I am calm. Again, the good that belongs with my soul can meet me in gentle and honest ways. This does not mean you never take action. It does not mean you sit still and ignore life. It means your action no longer mess from terror. You can send the message from peace. You can take the step from peace. You can apply, create, speak, ask, rest, plan, and begin from peace. You can move without chasing. You can care without clinging. You can choose without fear pushing your hands. I am allowed to receive without begging. I am allowed to receive without proving. I am allowed to receive without becoming someone I am not. Let your hands soften. If your hands are closed, open them a little. If your body feels tight, allow one small place to relax. You have worked so hard to be loved. You have worked so hard to be seen. You have worked so hard to be enough for rooms that did not always know how to hold you. But this morning, you are not trying to win your right to receive. You are practicing the feeling of being open, open in a safe way, open in a wise way, open without giving your whole self away. I am allowed to receive without begging. Say it with care. I am allowed to welcome good without chasing it. Say it again. I can let support come to me while I remain peaceful inside myself. There is a part of you that may feel nervous when you stop chasing, because chasing can feel familiar. Worry can feel familiar. Waiting by the phone can feel familiar. Overthinking can feel familiar. Proving can feel familiar. But familiar does not always mean loving. Familiar does not always mean safe. Sometimes the soul must learn that peace may feel strange at first. Rest may feel strange at first. Receiving may feel strange at first. A kind life may feel strange at first. I let peace become familiar to me. I let calm become normal in my body. I let receiving feel safe, one breath at a time. This is not a command. It is an invitation. You are inviting your body into a new morning. You are telling your nervous system that it does not have to stay ready for rejection all day. You are telling your heart that it can stop waiting for the next disappointment. You are telling your mind that it can look for support, not only danger. You are telling your spirit that it is safe to come forward again. I let peace become familiar to me. Again, gently, I allow calm to become a place I return to. Once more, my body is learning that peace can be safe. Imagine now that your breath is like a slow tide. It comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it goes out. The ocean does not apologize for its rhythm. It does not rush the wave. It does not hold the water in fear. It lets movement happen, and still it remains wide. You can learn from this. You can let life move. You can let feelings rise and fall. You can let answers come in their time, and still you can remain wide inside. I am wider than this fear. I am deeper than this worry. I am softer and stronger than this old story. Let these words open space around the feeling. Maybe fear is present. That is okay. Maybe worry is present. That is okay. Maybe the old story is speaking. That is okay too. You do not need to fight every thought. You can simply become larger than the thought. You can say, yes, fear is here, but so is breathe. Us. Yes, doubt is here, but so is love. Yes, the question is here, but so is this moment. I am wider than this fear. Say it again with kindness. My spirit is bigger than this one worried thought. Once more, I can hold this feeling without becoming lost inside it. This is how emotional healing begins, not by forcing pain to disappear, not by pretending you never feel lonely, not by shaming yourself for being human. It begins when you create a kinder space inside yourself, a space where your feelings can breathe, a space where your tired heart is not judged, a space where old fear can slowly loosen its grip. I give my heart a kinder place to rest. I give my thoughts a softer place to land. I give my emotions room to move without controlling my whole life. Maybe nobody taught you how to be gentle with yourself. Maybe you learned to push, to hurry, to earn, to stay useful, to stay quiet, to keep going, to make sure everyone else was okay before you asked what you needed. But this morning, you can learn something new. You can become the gentle place you always needed. You can become the soft voice in your own life. You can become the hand on your heart. I give my heart a kinder place to rest. Again. My heart can rest inside my own care again. I am learning to be a safe home for myself. Let that sentence stay. I am learning to be a safe home for myself. Maybe you do not feel fully safe yet. That is okay. You are learning. Maybe your mind still runs. That is okay. You are learning. Maybe your heart still waits for proof. That is okay. You are learning. The morning does not ask you to be perfect. It asks you to begin. I am learning to be a safe home for myself. I am learning to return instead of run. I am learning to stay with myself in love. Think now of a small boat resting on quiet water before sunrise. The world is not loud yet. The sky is still soft. The water holds the boat without needing to speak. The boat does not beg the water to hold it. It simply rests. It allows itself to be carried. Your heart can learn this kind of resting. Your mind can learn this kind of trust. Your body can learn this kind of softness. I allow myself to be carried by peace today. I allow my breath to carry me into this moment. I allow small support to be enough for now. You may not know the whole plan. You may not see the whole path. You may not understand why some things took so long, but you can still let this breath carry you. You can still let this moment hold you. You can still let one gentle thought guide you. You do not need the whole ocean to trust one wave. You do not need the whole map to take one kind step. I allow myself to be carried by peace today, again. I let peace carry me through this morning, again. I can move slowly and still be guided. There is no prize for rushing through your own life. There is no reward for being cruel to your own heart. There is no blessing hidden inside self-punishment. You are allowed to move with care. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to grow in quiet ways that no one else understands yet. I do not need to rush to be worthy. I do not need to hurry to be loved. I do not need to panic to make progress. Let your shoulders hear that. Let your chest hear that. Let your stomach hear that. Let the parts of you that have been holding so much pressure hear it. You do not need to rush to be worthy. Your worth is not on a timer. Your life is not a race against someone else's morning. Your path does not become wrong because another person is moving faster. You are allowed to walk at the speed of your own healing. I do not need to rush to be worthy. Again, softly. I can move at the pace my soul can hold. Once more. My timing does not make me less valuable. This is important because chasing is often born from comparison. You see someone else being chosen. You see someone else receiving. You see someone else rising. And suddenly the mind says, "Where is mine? Why not me? What am I doing wrong?" But another person's path is not a sentence against your own. Their sunrise does not steal your sky. Their blessing does not close your door. Their love does not mean you are unloved. Their abundance does not mean you are empty. Another person's blessing does not take away my own. Another person's timing does not cancel my path. Another person's light does not make my light smaller. Let that truth be gentle and freeing. You do not have to compete with life. You do not have to compare your roots to someone else's flowers. You do not know what is growing quietly underground. You do not know what is being prepared in unseen ways. You do not know what strength is forming inside you right now. The seed does not hate itself because the tree is taller. The seed simply continues. Another person's blessing does not take away my own. Say it again. There is room for my good, even when others are receiving too. Say it once more. Life can bless others and still have tender ways to bless me. And as you repeat this, the heart begins to relax. Because you no longer need to turn every success you see into proof that you are behind. You no longer need to turn every delay into a story of rejection. You no longer need to turn every quiet season into a punishment. Some seasons are quiet because the roots are growing. Some seasons are slow because your soul is learning to breathe again. Some seasons are hidden because life is building strength where no one can see. My quiet season still has meaning. My slow growth still matters. My unseen progress is still real. Let this be a comfort. Maybe there are things changing inside you that are not visible yet. Maybe you are softer than you used to be. Maybe you are kinder to yourself than you were last year. Maybe you are starting to notice patterns that once controlled you. Maybe you are choosing silence instead of begging. Maybe you are resting instead of forcing. Maybe you are learning to leave what makes you feel small. That is progress. That is growth. That is not nothing. My quiet season still has meaning. Again. What is growing inside me does not need time. It will be seen by everyone today. Again, I honor the hidden work my heart is doing. Now let your breath slow again. Feel how the body responds when the words become kind. Feel how your mind becomes less sharp. Feel how the heart leans a little closer to peace. Nothing has to be dramatic. Nothing has to be loud. A quiet shift is still a shift. A soft breath is still a beginning. I trust the quiet work happening inside me. I trust the small changes I can feel. I trust the gentle progress that begins with one loving thought. The world may teach you to only value what can be counted. Money, messages, followers, praise, results, speed. But your inner world has its own kind of movement, a calmer reaction, a kinder thought, a better boundary, a softer morning, a deeper breath, a moment when you did not chase the old pain. These things matter. These things are real. These things shape the life you are becoming ready to live. I trust the quiet work happening inside me. Again, I trust what is changing even before it becomes visible. Again, I can honor progress that begins in my own heart. And now, let the morning open a little wider. Let your attention turn toward receiving, not grabbing, not pulling, not demanding, receiving, like the earth receiving rain, like the skin receiving warmth, like a quiet room receiving sunlight through the window. There is no struggle in true receiving. There is openness. There is readiness. There is calm. I receive good with a peaceful heart. I receive support without shame. I receive love without losing myself. Notice how this feels. Maybe your body opens. Maybe it resists. Both are welcome. If receiving feels strange, you can go slowly. You can receive one breath, one kind word, one small help, one moment of rest, one gentle chance. You do not have to open the whole door at once. A small opening is still an opening. I receive good with a peaceful heart. Again, I allow good to reach me in ways that feel clean and kind. Again, I am learning to receive without fear taking over. This is a new skill for many hearts, especially if you have spent years surviving. When you are used to surviving, rest can feel unsafe. Kindness can feel surprising. Support can feel suspicious. Good news can feel fragile. But slowly, with love, you can teach your body a new language. You can teach your heart that not everything good must disappear. You can teach your mind that peace is not a trick. I let my body learn the language of peace. I let my heart learn the feeling of steady support. I let my mind learn that good can stay. Say this as if you are speaking to the most tender part of yourself, the part that still expects loss, the part that still expects rejection. the part that still checks the room for danger, the part that still thinks it must earn every gentle thing. Tell that part, we are learning something new now. We do not have to rush. We do not have to force. We can practice peace little by little. I let my body learn the language of peace. Again, my body is allowed to rest while life unfolds. Again, I sit and feel safe in small moments and let those moments grow. Now bring your attention to your heart, not as an idea, as a place in your body. Maybe you feel warmth there. Maybe you feel tightness. Maybe you feel nothing at all. Whatever you feel is okay. You do not need to make the heart perform. Just place your awareness there gently, like placing a warm blanket over a sleeping child. My heart is allowed to soften. My heart is allowed to open slowly. My heart is allowed to feel safe in its own time. You are not forcing your heart open. You are not pulling on it. You are not asking it to trust before it is ready. You are simply creating the conditions where softness can return. A heart that has been hurt may need time. A heart that has been ignored may need tenderness. A heart that has chased love may need rest. Give it rest now. My heart is allowed to soften again. My heart does not need to rush its opening. Again, I give my heart permission to feel safe at its own pace. This is how you become magnetic to the right things. Not by pretending you are never hurt, not by hiding your needs, not by acting above desire, but by becoming honest, peaceful, and rooted. The right things are drawn to the truth of you, the real you. The you that is no longer pretending to be fine while breaking inside. The you that is learning to speak with care. The you that is learning to stop chasing what does not bring peace. The right things can find the real me. The right love can meet the honest me. The right path can open for the peaceful me. You do not have to become perfect to be found. You do not have to become louder. You do not have to become more impressive. You do not have to become someone who never has fear. The right things do not need your mask. They need your presence. They need your truth. They need the version of you that is ready to stop performing and start living. The right things can find the real me again. I do not need to become false to receive what is true. Again, what belongs with my soul can recognize me as I am becoming. Let this feel like relief. You can stop wearing shapes that do not fit your spirit. You can stop speaking against yourself to keep others comfortable. You can stop acting like your needs are too heavy. You can stop pretending you do not want tenderness. You can stop hiding your hope. You can stop chasing proof from people who do not know how to see you clearly. I no longer hide my soul to be accepted. I no longer make myself smaller to be kept. I no longer trade my peace for attention. This is a holy kind of self-respect. Gentle but strong, soft but clear. You are not saying you do not care. You are saying your care must include you too. You are not saying you do not love. You are saying love must not require self-abandonment. You are not saying you do not dream. You are saying your dreams can grow from peace instead of panic. I no longer hide my soul to be accepted. Again, I let myself be seen by what is kind enough to honor me. Again, I choose connection that lets my spirit breathe. Now let these words move into the area of love. Not only romantic love, all love. Friendship, family, kindness, human warmth, self-love, divine support, if that word feels gentle to you. Love in every clean and honest form. I welcome love that feels peaceful in my body. I welcome love that respects my heart. I welcome love that does not ask me to disappear. Let this be a new standard. Love does not have to feel like fear. Love does not have to feel like waiting by a locked door. Love does not have to feel like losing your voice. Love does not have to feel like proving that you are easy to keep. A loving connection can feel steady, simple, kind, warm, safe enough to breathe. I welcome love that feels peaceful in my body. Again, I allow love to come in ways that help me feel more like myself. Again, I am open to love that brings warmth, respect, and rest to my heart. If old love taught you to chase, this morning teaches you to return. If old pain taught you to beg, this morning teaches you to breathe. If old silence taught you to doubt your worth, this morning teaches you to listen to your own heart again. You are not trapped in the old lesson. You can learn a new one. I am allowed to learn a new way of loving. I am allowed to stop repeating the old pain. I am allowed to choose peace where I once chose panic. Say this gently. There is no blame here, no shame, only freedom. You did what you knew how to do. You survived the way you could. You held on when you were afraid. You chased when you thought chasing was the only way to be close. But now, something in you is growing. Something in you is becoming wiser. Something in you is saying, love should not cost me my whole self. I am allowed to learn a new way of loving again. I let my heart grow beyond old patterns again. I can love with open hands and a steady spirit. Now let these words move into the area of abundance. Keep them soft. Keep them grounded. We are not making wild promises. We are not pretending money does not require care, action, and wisdom. We are simply opening your heart to a calmer relationship with support. I welcome steady support into my life. I welcome wise chances that help me grow. I welcome enoughness, clarity, and calm action. Let abundance become a gentle word, not a word that makes you panic, not a word that makes you compare, not a word that makes you feel ashamed. Abundance can begin with one clear step, one useful idea, one honest conversation, one new skill, one moment of courage, one place where you stop saying, "I cannot," and begin saying, "I am willing to learn." I welcome steady support into my life. Again, I am open to helpful chances and wise guidance. Again, I can build a more peaceful life with one grounded step at a time. You do not need to chase money with fear in your bones. You can respect money. You can learn. You can plan. You can ask for help. You can receive. You can create value. You can take action without hating yourself. You can grow without panic being your teacher. I can take calm action toward a supported life, and learn new ways to care for my needs. I can receive help without feeling small. Let this feel practical and kind. Spiritual peace does not mean you ignore your life. It means you meet your life with a clearer heart. You still take steps, but your steps do not have to come from terror. You still make choices, but your choices do not have to come from shame. You still grow, but your growth does not have to come from self-attack. I can take calm action toward a supported life. Again, my peace and my progress can walk together. Again, I can care for my future without frightening myself today. Now let the words move into your sense of timing. This is often where the heart hurts, because waiting can feel lonely. Waiting can feel like rejection. Waiting can make the mind tell stories that are not always true. But this morning, let your timing soften. I release the belief that I am running out of time. I release the fear that life has passed me by. I release the pressure to bloom before my roots are ready. Feel that last line. You do not have to bloom before your roots are ready. You do not have to show the world a flower while your spirit is still finding water. There is wisdom in roots. There is wisdom in slow becoming. There is wisdom in hidden growth. I release the belief that I am running out of time again. I let my life unfold without attacking my own pace. Again, I trust that my becoming is still sacred even when it is slow. You are not too late to love yourself. You are not too late to begin a new habit. You are not too late to choose differently. You are not too late to receive kindness. You are not too late to rest. You are not too late to create peace. You are not too late to become someone who no longer chases from fear. I am not too late for my own peace. I am not too late for new joy. I am not too late to become gentle with myself. Let this touch the part of you that compares ages, seasons, milestones, and timelines. Life is not only measured by speed. Some people arrive quickly and still feel empty. Some people arrive slowly and bring their whole soul with them. You are allowed to bring your whole soul with you. You are allowed to arrive in a way that does not destroy you. I am not too late for my own peace. Again, there is still room for beauty in my life. Again, My next chapter can grow from the kindness I give myself today. Now soften your breathing again. Inhale gently. Release slowly. Let the next affirmations become even calmer. Let them move like small stars appearing one by one in a night sky, not rushed, not crowded, just present. I am becoming the kind of person who no longer abandons myself. I am becoming someone who listens inward before running outward. I am becoming steady enough to receive what is truly kind. There is power in becoming. You do not need to demand that you are fully changed today. You can honor the becoming, the learning, the trying, the returning, the little moments when you choose better, the little moments when you do not send the message from panic, the little moments when you pause before reacting, the little moments when you comfort yourself instead of scolding yourself. I am becoming the kind of person who no longer abandons myself. Again, I am learning to stay with my own heart. Again, every gentle return makes me more rooted in myself. You can be proud of that, even if no one sees it, even if no one claps for the private work you are doing, even if the outside looks the same for a little while. You know what it means to choose a new thought when the old one is loud. You know what it means to take one breath instead of falling into old fear. You know what it means to keep going with tenderness. I honor the private work I am doing. I honor the strength no one sees. I honor the small choices that are changing my life from within. Do not wait for someone else to validate your healing. Do not wait for the world to name your progress before you respect it. You are allowed to bless the quiet work, the unseen work, the morning work, the breath work, the soft work, the work of not chasing what used to control you. I honor the private work I am doing. Again, the quiet growth inside me matters. Again, I give respect to the gentle strength that carried me here. Now place a soft thought around the day ahead. Whatever this day holds, you do not need to meet it as the old version of yourself. You can meet it with a little more breath, a little more kindness, a little more space between feeling and reaction, a little more trust in your own heart. Today I meet life with softer eyes. Today I answer fear with a slower breath. Today I choose peace before I choose panic. You may still have things to do. You may still have responsibilities. You may still have questions, but you can bring a different energy into them. You can make tea with peace. You can answer a message with peace. You can work with peace. You can wait with peace. You can make a decision with peace. Peace does not need perfect circumstances. Peace begins as a way you hold yourself. Today I meet life with softer eyes. Again, I let this day meet a calmer version of me. Again, I move through today with more breath, more care, and less fear. Now let the idea of being chased by life become softer, not dramatic, not loud, not about control. Everything starts chasing you when you stop chasing from lack. Peace starts finding you when you stop feeding panic. Clarity starts finding you when you stop drowning in noise. Kindness starts finding you when you stop choosing what hurts your heart. Opportunity starts finding you when your energy is no longer scattered in fear. As I return to myself, the right things can come closer. As I become calm, I notice what is meant for me. As I stop chasing fear, I make room for peace to find me. This is the deeper meaning. You are not trying to make the world run after you. You are no longer running away from yourself. And when you stop running away from yourself, your energy gathers. Your attention becomes whole. Your choices become cleaner. Your heart becomes easier to hear. And life can meet you more clearly. As I return to myself, the right things can come closer. Again, my calm energy creates room for aligned blessings. Again, when I stop chasing what drains me, I become available to what nourishes me. Let the word nourish stay with you. What nourishes you? What makes your breath easier? What helps your heart feel safe? What brings warmth without confusion? What supports your growth without pushing you into shame? What feels like clean water to your spirit? This is what you are learning to notice. I choose what nourishes my soul. I choose what brings clean peace into my life. I choose what helps my heart breathe. You may not always choose perfectly. That is okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness. You begin to notice the difference between excitement and anxiety, between love and hunger, between guidance and pressure, between peace and numbness, between hope and chasing. The more you notice, the freer you become. I choose what nourishes my soul. Again, I am learning the feeling of what is truly good for me. Again, my heart can recognize what brings peace, warmth, and honesty. Now let yourself receive a gentle wave of self-approval. Not loud pride, not ego, just approval. The kind that says, I see you trying, I see you breathing, I see you learning, I see you choosing a softer way. I approve of the person I am becoming. I approve of my effort to grow with love. I approve of my choice to begin again today. Maybe you have been waiting for someone else to say this to you. Maybe you wanted someone to notice how hard it has been. Maybe you wanted someone to see that you are not careless. You are tired. You are not weak. You are healing emotionally. You are not lost. You are learning how to listen to yourself again. Let yourself receive that recognition now. I approve of the person I am becoming. Again, I can be kind to myself while I am still growing. Again, I do not need to be finished to deserve my own tenderness. Let that be a balm. You do not need to be finished. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be glowing every day. You do not need to be healed in every place before you speak to yourself kindly. Kindness is not the reward at the end. Kindness is the path. I walk the path of kindness today. I speak to myself with more care today. I treat my inner world like a place worth protecting. Your inner world is not a trash can for every fear. It is not a battlefield for every old thought. It is not a place where you must attack yourself to improve. Your inner world is a room where your spirit lives. Clean it gently, light it gently, warm it gently. Do not throw harsh words into the place where your heart is trying to rest. I walk the path of kindness today. Again, my inner world deserves gentle words. Again, I create a softer room inside myself, one thought at a time. Now bring your attention to your breath again. The breath is always honest. It does not need fancy words. It simply enters. It simply leaves. It reminds you that life is happening here, not only in the future. This breath brings me back. This breath gives me a new beginning. This breath is enough for this moment. When the mind runs, come back to breath. When the heart waits, come back to breath. When fear speaks, come back to breath. When the old chase begins, come back to breath. The breath is a small bridge back to yourself. You can cross it any time. This breath brings me back again. This breath returns me to the life inside me again. With this breath, I stop running and come home. Let that be very slow. With this breath, I stop running and come home. There is no hurry. There is only return. There is only this gentle moment where you remember that you are not just the one waiting for life. You are also life itself, breathing, feeling, learning, opening. I am not separate from the good I seek. I am not outside the love I desire. I am not far from the peace I need. These words are tender. They remind you that you are not empty ground. You are alive ground. There is already warmth in you. There is already courage in you. There is already tenderness in you. There is already a small place that wants to trust again. You do not need to create yourself from nothing. You are working with something sacred that is already here. I am not separate from the good I seek. Again, the peace I desire can begin inside this breath. Again, the love I long for can begin in the way I speak to myself now. This is where the chase ends. Not because all desire disappears, but because you stop looking at yourself like you are the missing piece. You are not the missing piece. You are the one coming back into wholeness. You are the one remembering your breath. You are the one learning to receive without fear. You are the one becoming rooted. I am whole enough to begin. I am loved enough to soften. I am worthy enough to receive good in gentle ways. Let the words be simple, whole enough, loved enough, worthy enough, not someday, not after everything changes. Now, in this breath, in this morning, in this tender beginning, I am whole enough to begin again. I do not need to be perfect to take one loving step again. I am worthy of a peaceful beginning today. Now let your body rest in these affirmations. There is nothing to perform. There is nothing to prove. Let each sentence move like soft rain on dry ground. Not too fast, not too much. Just enough to let the heart remember. I let life come to me through open doors. I let love come to me through honest hearts. I let peace come to me through my own gentle choices. There is beauty in open doors. There is wisdom in not forcing locked ones. There is relief in realizing that you do not need to break yourself trying to enter a place that is not welcoming your spirit. The right door does not make you hate yourself. The right door does not make you lose your breath. The right door may still ask courage from you, but it does not ask you to disappear. I let life come to me through open doors. Again, I no longer bruise my heart against what stays closed. Again, I trust myself to walk toward what opens with peace and respect. Let this become a deep inner rule. You can knock once. You can try with love. You can speak clearly. You can take action. But you do not need to keep breaking your own heart against the same silence. You are allowed to turn toward what answers with warmth. You are allowed to walk toward what meets you halfway. I am allowed to be met halfway. I am allowed to receive effort, care, and respect. I am allowed to stop carrying every connection alone. Feel the strength in that. You are not demanding too much. You are remembering balance. You are remembering that healthy connection has movement from both sides. You are remembering that your heart is not a place for one-sided labor forever. You are remembering that love should not always leave you exhausted. I am allowed to be met halfway again. I welcome relationships where care can move both ways again. I release the need to carry what was meant to be shared. Now bring this into your dreams. The things you want, the life you imagine, the peace you desire, the work, the home, the love, the creativity, the rest, the freedom, the simple joy. Hold it gently. Do not squeeze it. Do not grip it so tightly that your hand hurts. Hold it like a small bird, with care, with space. I hold my dreams with open hands. I care deeply, but I do not cling in fear. I trust that what is right for me can grow in the right way. This is a beautiful practice, to love your dream without crushing it. to want something without becoming desperate, to care without losing sleep every night, to hope without turning hope into pressure. You can let your dream breathe. You can let yourself breathe too. I hold my dreams with open hands again. My dreams do not need my panic to become real again. I can take loving steps while letting life have room to move. Maybe there are dreams that have taken longer than you wanted. Maybe there are prayers that seem quiet. Maybe there are efforts that have not bloomed yet. Let your heart be kind here. Do not use the delay as proof that you are unworthy. Do not use slow progress as a reason to speak harshly to yourself. You can keep tending your garden. You can water what matters. You can rest when needed. You can trust that growth has seasons. I do not turn delay into self-punishment. I do not use waiting as proof that I am forgotten. I let time become a place where trust can deepen. Let that be soft. Waiting has been painful for you in some places, so do not shame yourself if trust feels hard. Just breathe. Let the words be a warm hand on your back. You are not bad because waiting hurts. You are human, and you are learning to wait without abandoning your peace. I do not turn delay into self-punishment again. I can wait with tenderness toward myself again. Even while I wait, I am still worthy of peace. Now, let the first affirmation block become more intimate. Let the voice inside you grow quieter. Lead a whisper near the heart, like a candle in a dark room, like warm tea held between both hands. I am safe to stop chasing today. I am safe to return to my breath. I am safe to let peace lead me one step at a time. You do not have to feel completely safe, just safe enough for this breath, safe enough to soften one shoulder, safe enough to unclench one hand, safe enough to let one thought become kinder, safe enough to rest in one sentence. I am safe to stop chasing today. Again. It is safe for me to pause before I react. Again. It is safe for me to choose calm before I choose fear. This is not about ignoring real life. This is about not letting fear become your only guide. You can be aware and peaceful. You can be wise and soft. You can protect your energy without closing your heart. You can make careful choices without living in panic. I can be wise without being afraid all day. I can be careful without becoming closed. I can protect my peace without shutting out love. Let that balance feel good. You do not have to choose between being open and being wise. You can be both. Open like the sky, rooted like an old tree, soft like water, clear like morning air. You can let life in without letting chaos take over. I can be wise without being afraid all day. Again, my calmness helps me see clearly. Again, I make better choices when I am gentle with myself. Now let yourself feel the simple truth that you are here. You made it to this morning, through everything you carried, through nights no one saw, through thoughts you did not speak, through days when your smile had weight behind it. You are here, and being here matters. I honor myself for making it to this morning. I honor the strength that kept breathing through me. I honor the tender hope that still lives in my heart. Do not rush past this. You have survived moments that changed you. You have kept going when you did not know how. You have held so many silent things. And now, this morning, you are not being asked to be strong in the old way. You are being invited to be held in a new way. Held by breath. Held by gentleness. Held by the choice to stop chasing and come home. I honor myself for making it to this morning, again. I respect the quiet courage that lives in me, again. I bless the part of me that kept hoping for a softer life. Now breathe in, slowly breathe out, slowly. Let your body know that you are not forcing anything right now. You are only planting words. And words, when spoken with love, can become seeds. I plant peace in my morning. I plant trust in my heart. I plant gentle thoughts in the garden of my mind. This is your garden. You do not need to pull every weed in one day. You do not need to fix every old belief before sunrise. Just plant something kind. Plant one peaceful thought. Plant one softer response. Plant one sentence that helps your body rest. The garden will change through repetition, not punishment. Repetition, not shame. Gentle return. I plant peace in my morning, again. My first thoughts can become soft seeds for the day. And I choose words that help my inner garden grow with love. Now speak to the part of you that worries nothing will change. Speak gently. Say, I understand why you are afraid. I understand why trust feels hard. I understand why you want proof. And still, we can take one breath. Still, we can choose one softer thought. Still, we can begin again. Even if I doubt, I can still receive this moment. Even if I am afraid, I can still speak kindly to myself. Even if I do not know the way, I can still take one peaceful step. This affirmation is for the real mornings, the mornings when you do not feel bright, the mornings when old fear returns, the mornings when your mind says, this will not work for me. You do not need to fight that voice. You can include it. You can say, come sit beside me, fear. We are breathing anyway. We are speaking kindly anyway. We are not letting you drive the whole day. Even if I doubt, I can still receive this moment again. My doubt does not cancel my ability to begin again. I can be unsure and still choose a loving thought. Let that free you from perfection. You do not need perfect belief. You need gentle practice. You need repetition that does not hurt you. You need a place where your whole self is allowed. The believing part, the scared part, the hopeful part, the tired part, the part that wants to stop chasing. They can all be here. All parts of me are welcome in this moment. All parts of me can soften in their own time. All parts of me are learning to trust my loving presence. Maybe this is what you needed most. Not another reason to fix yourself, not another task, not another pressure, but a moment where nothing inside you gets pushed away. A moment where you stop making an enemy out of your own heart. A moment where you say, even the afraid part of me deserves love. All parts of me are welcome in this moment again. I do not need to reject myself to grow again. Every part of me can be met with patience today. Now let the affirmations rise gently again, like soft wings opening, not to fly away from life, but to lift your spirit inside life, to give you more space, more breath, more trust. I rise without rushing. I grow without forcing. I receive without fear. Short words, simple words. Let them move slowly. I rise without rushing. You do not have to push yourself like a machine. I grow without forcing. You can become through care. I receive without fear. You can let good come without expecting it to hurt you. I rise without rushing again. My growth can be gentle and still be real again. I receive what is kind with a calm and open heart. Feel how different this is from chasing. Chasing says, I must get there now. Peace says, I am moving with care. Chasing says, I am nothing until it arrives. Peace says, I am worthy while I grow. Chasing says, if I stop, I will lose everything. Peace says, when I stop, I can finally hear what is true. I can stop and still be supported. I can rest and still be moving forward. I can pause and still belong to my path. This is a new belief. Rest does not mean failure. A pause does not mean the end. Stillness does not mean nothing is happening. Sometimes stillness is where your energy returns. Sometimes a pause keeps you from chasing the wrong thing. Sometimes rest allows the next step to become clear. I can stop and still be supported. Again, my worth does not disappear when I rest. Again, stillness can be a doorway to clearer guidance. Let your whole body hear that. Rest is not your enemy. Peace is not your enemy. Slowness is not your enemy. Your body is not a problem to punish. Your heart is not a problem to silence. Your sensitivity is not a problem to hide. My softness has wisdom. My sensitivity has meaning. My heart deserves protection and tenderness. You may have been told to toughen up, to stop feeling so much, to get over it, to move on, to be stronger. But maybe your softness is not weakness. Maybe your softness is a doorway. Maybe it helps you notice beauty. Maybe it helps you love deeply. Maybe it helps you create safety for others. Maybe it helps you understand pain without becoming cruel. My softness has wisdom. Again, I do not need to become hard to be safe. Again, I can be gentle and still be powerful. This is the kind of energy that changes everything, not the energy of forcing. The energy of rooted softness, the quiet strength of roots beneath the earth. The strength no one sees, but everything depends on. You are growing roots now. Roots of self-respect, roots of calm, roots of honest love, roots of enoughness. I grow roots of peace inside myself. I grow roots of trust beneath my fear. I grow roots of self-respect that hold me steady. Let this image be yours. Deep roots, quiet earth, a strength that does not need applause, a strength that does not need to chase the wind, a strength that drinks from hidden places. You are not only reaching, you are rooting. I grow roots of peace inside myself. Again. My peace goes deeper each time I return to it. Again. I am becoming steady from the inside out. Now let these roots touch every area of your life, your relationships, your work, your money, your body, your dreams, your mornings, your nights, your decisions, your waiting, your hoping, your healing journey. Let peace grow roots there too. My relationships can be touched by peace. My work can be touched by peace. My choices can be touched by peace. You do not have to separate your spiritual practice from your daily life. Every message can be answered with a little more peace. Every meal can be received with a little more gratitude. Every task can be touched by breath. Every moment of waiting can become a place where you return to yourself. My relationships can be touched by peace. Again, peace can enter the ordinary parts of my day. Again, I let calm move with me into everything I do. Now take a deeper breath. Let the next words feel like morning warmth spreading across a quiet room. I am open to being found by good things. I am open to being noticed by kind chances. I am open to being met by what matches my peace. This is the heart of this video. This is the heart of the morning practice. You stop chasing. You become open. You become rooted. You become honest. You become calm enough to recognize what is right for you. You stop running after every shiny thing. You start noticing what brings real warmth. I am open to being found by good things. Again, I allow life to meet me in ways I do not have to force. Again, I welcome what is loving, honest, and peaceful to find its way toward me. Let that feel beautiful. Not because it promises that everything will happen exactly as your mind demands, but because it gives your body permission to stop living in constant grasping. It tells your heart you can open without clawing at life. It tells your mind you can take steps without panic. It tells your spirit you are not alone in this unfolding. I am not alone in this unfolding. I am supported by breath, wisdom, and loving choices. I am guided by the peace I am learning to trust. You may feel alone sometimes. That feeling is real. But feelings are not always the whole truth. Even in lonely moments, there can be breath, there can be warmth, there can be a quiet inner voice, there can be a next step, there can be one person, one idea, one opening, one small mercy. Support can come quietly. Do not call it nothing because it is small. I am not alone in this unfolding. Again, support can come in quiet and simple ways. Again, I open my eyes to the small kindness already near me. Now let gratitude enter, but gently, not forced gratitude, not the kind that denies pain, a soft gratitude, the kind that says, even here, I can notice one thing, one breath, one chance, one lesson, one comfort, one small place where life is still touching me. I notice the quiet good that is already near me. I bless the small support I can see today. I let gratitude soften my heart without denying my feelings. You do not have to be grateful for pain. You do not have to pretend everything feels good. You can simply notice that even in a difficult season, some gentle things may still be present. The bed, the blanket, the breath, the sound of morning, the warmth in your hands, the fact that you are still willing to listen to healing words. I notice the quiet good that is already near me. Again, small blessings are allowed to matter. Again, I let simple gratitude bring warmth into this moment. And as warmth enters, the chase becomes weaker, because chasing often grows in the cold places, the places that feel empty, the places that feel forgotten, the places that say nothing good is here. But when you notice even one gentle thing, the heart remembers that life is not only absence. Something is here. Something is holding. Something is beginning. Something good can begin from here. Something kind can grow from this morning. Something peaceful can open inside me now. Let this be your hope, not a loud hope, not a pressured hope, a quiet hope. like the first pale color in the sky before sunrise. It does not shout. It simply appears, and the darkness begins to change. Something good can begin from here again. This morning can hold the first breath of a softer life again. I am willing to let peace begin in small ways. Now return to the title words one more time, softly and naturally. Say this every morning, and everything starts chasing you because you are no longer running away from yourself. Say this every morning, and what is aligned with your peace can begin moving toward you. Say this every morning, and your own heart begins to recognize that you were never meant to live in panic. I stop running away from myself. I stop giving my power to fear. I stop chasing what cannot hold my heart with care. This is a sacred stop, a holy pause, a loving no to the old panic, a quiet yes to the new peace. You are not ending your desire. You are ending your self-abandonment. You are not giving up on your dreams. You are giving up the belief that you must hurt yourself to reach them. I stop running away from myself again. I come back to the place inside me that knows how to breathe again. I return to my heart, and from my heart, I let life meet me. Let every word land gently. There is no need to rush. This is only the beginning of the journey. Your body is listening. Your heart is listening. Your morning is being shaped by these words. And even if you forget them later, some part of you has heard them. Some part of you has been touched. Some part of you remembers. I remember my peace. I remember my worth. I remember that I can receive without chasing. Say it again. I remember my peace. Feel it. I remember my worth. Let it soften you. I remember that I can receive without chasing. Let it open space. And now, for a few breaths, let these final morning affirmations in this first block move slowly through you. I am here. I am breathing. I am returning. I am safe enough for this moment. I am loved enough to soften. I am worthy enough to receive. I choose calm over chasing. I choose trust over panic. I choose myself with tenderness today. I let life meet me where I am honest. I let good find me where I am peaceful. I let love recognize me where I am whole. I am not begging today. I am not proving today. I am not abandoning myself today. I am rooting into peace. I am opening to support. I am walking with my own heart. I do not need to know everything. I do not need to control everything. I do not need to chase everything. I can breathe. I can listen. I can receive. I am becoming steady. I am becoming open. I am becoming kind to myself. The right things can find me. The right people can meet me. The right doors can open in peaceful ways. My morning begins with return. My day begins with softness. My life begins again, one gentle breath at a time. And as this first wave of words settles into you, do not try to hold them tightly. Let them float. Let them move like warm air through the room of your heart. Let them reach the places that needed comfort. Let them rest in the places that were tired of chasing. Let them become quiet roots under your day. You are here. You are listening. You are already beginning. And now, let the words settle deeper, not into the busy mind, not into the part of you that wants to check, measure, compare, and understand everything right away. Let them settle into the quiet place beneath all of that, the place in you that does not need to explain itself, the place in you that has been waiting for gentleness. The place in you that remembers, even after many hard days, that peace is still possible. There is a kind of power that does not look like power at first. It does not push. It does not shout. It does not try to control every person, every answer, every door, every outcome. It is quiet. It is steady. It is the power of a lantern sitting in a window on a dark night. The lantern does not run down the road looking for tired travelers. It does not leave the window and say, "Please notice me. Please come to me. Please prove that my light matters." It simply glows. It stays warm. It keeps shining from its own place. And because it stays with itself, those who need that light can find it. You can be like that lantern, not hard, not cold, not closed, just steady, just warm, just present inside your own life. You do not have to run through the dark asking every shadow if it will love you. You do not have to leave your own heart to search for proof that you are worthy. You can stay lit. You can stay near yourself. You can become a place of warmth that the right things know how to find. Sometimes chasing makes your light flicker. You give your peace to every silence. You give your energy to every fear. You give your whole morning to people who may not even know how much power you have placed in their hands. And then you wonder why you feel empty. You wonder why your chest feels tired. You wonder why your hope feels thin. But nothing is wrong with your light. It has simply been carried too far away from home. So now you bring it back, not with anger, not with blame, with tenderness, with breath, with one small choice to stop leaving yourself behind. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You do not need to dim your longing. You do not need to erase your dreams. You do not need to become someone who wants nothing. You only need to stop running from your own center. Because when your light is always outside of you, chasing someone else, chasing a result, chasing a future, chasing a sign, you feel dark inside. But when your light returns to you, even a small light, even a trembling light, something changes. You can see your own hands again. You can see the next step again. You can feel the floor beneath you again. You can hear the quiet wisdom that was always speaking beneath the noise. Think of a snow globe after it has been shaken. At first, everything is flying everywhere. Tiny pieces of white moving in every direction. No clear shape, no stillness, no view. That is what your mind can feel like when you are chasing. Thoughts everywhere. What if this does not happen? What if they do not choose me? What if I am too late? What if I never receive what I need? What if I am forgotten? But when the snow globe is placed gently on the table, nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be grabbed. Nothing needs to be forced into place. It simply settles, little by little, piece by piece, until the clear picture returns. This is what happens inside you when you stop chasing. Your thoughts begin to settle. Your breath begins to settle. Your heart begins to settle. And in the settling, you can see what fear did not let you see. You can see the next kind step. You can see the door that feels peaceful. You can see the person who meets you with respect. You can see the habit that supports you. You can see the old pattern that keeps asking for your energy but gives nothing gentle back. Stillness is not empty. Stillness is where the truth becomes easier to hear. This is why you do not need to rush this morning. There is nothing you need to do right now except listen. Everything can wait for this breath. The phone can wait. The worry can wait. The old story can wait. The future can wait. The need to prove can wait. Right now, you are placing the snow globe of your mind on the table. Right now, you are letting the storm inside settle. Right now, you are coming back to the clear picture of you. You are not a desperate person. You are a tender person who has been scared. You are not a needy person. You are a human being who wants warmth, safety, and connection. You are not a failure. You are someone who is learning how to stop using fear as fuel. You are not behind. You are becoming ready in ways you may not fully understand yet. And if you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You always have. You deserved peace before you understood yourself. You deserved peace when you were tired. You deserved peace when you made mistakes. You deserved peace when you stayed too long. You deserved peace when you chased something that could not love you well. You deserved peace even then, and you deserve it now. So let this moment be just for you, not for the people waiting for your energy, not for the world waiting for your work, not for the fears waiting to speak, just for you. Let this moment be the soft place where your soul can sit down. Let this moment be a warm cup held in both hands. Let this moment be the quiet window where your lantern glows again. You do not have to become brighter by force. You only have to stop giving your flame away to every cold place. You do not have to become more worthy. You only have to stop agreeing with the thought that says you are not. You do not have to pull good toward you with tired hands. You only have to become present enough to notice when good is near. And maybe good is nearer than fear allowed you to see. Maybe peace is nearer. Maybe rest is nearer. Maybe a softer way is nearer. Maybe the next right thing is not across the world. Maybe it begins in the way you speak to yourself right now. Maybe everything starts chasing you, not because you become loud, but because you finally stop disappearing. Maybe the right things find you when you stop hiding under worry. Maybe the love meant for your heart recognizes you when you stop pretending you need less than you do. Maybe the future opens when your body feels safe enough to stop bracing against it. So stay here, just a little longer. Let the lantern glow. Let the snow settle. Let the breath soften. Let the heart come down from its long climb. There is nothing to chase in this exact moment. There is only the quiet return. There is only you here, breathing, listening, becoming warm again. And from this warmth, the next words can go deeper. Not into pressure, not into force, into trust, into self-respect, into the place where you no longer run after life with fear in your hands. You stand gently in your own spirit. You breathe, you open, and you allow what is true to come closer. I keep my light within me today. I keep my warmth close to my own heart. I keep my spirit near instead of sending it everywhere. Fear tells me to go. Let that be the first, deeper affirmation. I keep my light within me today. You are not hiding it. You are not closing it. You are caring for it. There is a difference. A lamp is not selfish because it stays connected to its own flame. A heart is not selfish because it needs gentleness. A soul is not selfish because it no longer wants to be used as a place where others come to take warmth and leave coldness behind. I keep my light within me today. Say it again. I let my own warmth belong to me too. And again, softer. I no longer send my whole spirit into places that leave me empty. There is strength in that, a gentle strength, a quiet strength, the kind of strength that does not need to slam doors. It simply stops walking through doors that hurt. It simply stops standing in the rain without a coat, hoping someone will notice. It simply says, I can love, and I can also come home to myself. I am no longer available for what keeps my heart in panic. I am no longer open to what feeds my fear and calls it love. I am no longer choosing confusion as my daily home. Let those words move carefully. They are not angry. They are clear. They are not bitter. They are brave. You are not rejecting love. You are rejecting the kind of waiting that makes you forget your own name. You are not rejecting dreams. You are rejecting the kind of dreaming that turns against you. You are not rejecting desire. You are bringing desire back into dignity. I am no longer available for what keeps my heart in panic. Again, I step away from patterns that turn my peace into a question. Again, I choose the kind of love and life that lets my body breathe. Maybe this touches something deep. Maybe there is a part of you that knows exactly what this means. Maybe there is a place in your life where you have been hoping something would become gentle while it kept making you feel small. Maybe there is a dream you have been holding so tightly that your hands became tired. Maybe there is a fear you have been feeding every morning, and now your soul is ready to feed something else. I feed my peace with my attention. I feed my courage with kind words. I feed my future with calm choices. What you feed grows in your inner world. If you feed the fear, fear becomes loud. If you feed the wound begins to speak over everything. If you feed comparison, your own path becomes hard to see. So today, very gently, you feed peace. You feed courage. You feed trust. You feed your own becoming. Not all at once, not perfectly, just with this breath. I feed my peace with my attention. Again, I give my best energy to what helps me become whole inside. Again, I water the thoughts that make my spirit stronger and softer. Let your body hear the word softer. Softer does not mean weaker. Softer means less defended against your own life. Softer means you are not made only of survival. Softer means you can feel warmth without fearing it will vanish. Softer means your heart can open without losing its wisdom. My softness is protected by my self-respect. My openness is guided by my inner wisdom. My tenderness is held by the boundaries I choose with love. This is deep peace, not the peace that says yes to everything, not the peace that lets everyone walk through your soul with dirty shoes. Real peace has a gate. Real peace has a quiet no. Real peace knows when to rest, when to speak, when to step back, when to stop chasing. My softness is protected by my self-respect. Again, I can be gentle without giving myself away. Again, my loving heart is allowed to have wise doors and sacred space. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You can be loving and still choose yourself. You can be kind and still say, this is not good for me. You can care deeply and still stop chasing. You can forgive within your own heart and still move toward peace. You can wish someone well and still stop making your life smaller for them. I can love without losing my center. I can care without carrying what is not mine. I can release without becoming cold. This is a powerful moment, because maybe for a long time you believed love meant holding on no matter what. Maybe you believed kindness meant always understanding, always waiting, always explaining, always hoping. Maybe you believed being spiritual meant never feeling hurt, never having limits, never walking away. But your heart was not made to be a place where pain lives forever. Your soul was not made to chase what keeps closing. I can love without losing my center again. I let love become clean, calm, and honest inside me. Again. I release the heavy kind of attachment that makes me forget I am whole. Breathe here. This may be the place where tears come. This may be the place where your heart says, I am tired. Let it say that. Let the tiredness be heard. Let the old ache breathe. You do not have to hide it here. You do not have to be strong in the old way. I let the tired places in me be held with kindness. I let the old ache soften without judging it. I let myself feel what I feel and still choose peace. You are not wrong for being tired. You are not wrong for needing rest. You are not wrong for wanting love to feel safe. You are not wrong for wanting the chase to end. The tired part of you is not a problem. It is a messenger. It is saying, please bring me home. Please stop leaving me in places where I must beg. Please stop asking me to live on crumbs of attention. Please choose the kind of life where I can breathe. I let the tired places in me be held with kindness again. The exhausted part of me is worthy of comfort. Again, I bring my weary heart back into gentle care. Now let this become the emotional peak. Let this truth enter slowly. You were never meant to be loved only when you are useful. You were never meant to be wanted only when you are easy. You were never meant to be valued only when you are giving, pleasing, smiling, shrinking, producing, fixing, and staying silent. You were not born to earn your place in every room by disappearing inside it. You are worthy when you are resting. You are worthy when you are learning. You are worthy when you need time. You are worthy when you are not ready yet. You are worthy when your voice shakes. You are worthy when your heart is tired. You are worthy before anyone notices. You are worthy before anything changes. You are worthy here, now, as you are. Let that reach you. Let it go past the mind. Let it touch the part of you that still waits for permission. You are worthy here, not after you become easier, not after you become stronger, not after the dream arrives, not after the message comes, not after the money grows, not after someone chooses you. You are worthy here. I do not earn my right to exist. I do not perform for my place in life. I do not wait for approval before I offer myself tenderness. Say it again. I do not earn my right to exist. Again. My life has value before I produce, prove, or please. Again. I belong to this breath, this moment, and this earth without needing permission. This is where the chase begins to dissolve, because the deepest chase is not for the thing. It is for the feeling you hope the thing would give you. The feeling of being chosen, the feeling of being safe, the feeling of being enough, the feeling of being seen, the feeling of finally being allowed to rest. But you can begin giving your heart a little of that feeling now, not as a replacement for life, but as a foundation for life. I give my heart the feeling of being chosen by me. I give my body the message that it can rest. I give my spirit the comfort of my own presence. Let that be very tender. You choose yourself in this moment, not in a loud way, not in a dramatic way. You choose yourself by breathing, by staying, by not speaking cruelly to yourself, by not turning your need into shame, by not abandoning your inner world for someone else's attention. I give my heart the feeling of being chosen by me. Again. I turn toward myself with the love I once searched for everywhere. Again, I let my own presence become a soft place to land. Take this in slowly. Our own presence can become a soft place to land. That does not mean you never need others. Of course you need connection. Of course you need kindness. Of course you need support. But your own heart can stop being the place you return to only after everyone else is unavailable. Your own heart can become the first home. I become my first home. I become the place where my breath can slow. I become the one who stays with me through each feeling. Say it again. I become my first home. Let the words be simple. I stop treating myself like the last place I return to. And again, I come back to my own heart as a sacred place. This is not selfish. This is emotional healing. This is how you stop chasing people to give you the care you refuse to give yourself. This is how you stop chasing outcomes to prove that you are allowed to feel peace. This is how you stop chasing the future because you are finally willing to be here. I am allowed to be here without fixing everything. I am allowed to sit in this moment without solving my whole life. I am allowed to breathe before I understand. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that sink in. Nothing to fix in this breath. Nothing to chase in this breath. Nothing to prove in this breath. Nothing to earn in this breath. Only breathe. Only receive the words. Only let the heart soften. I am allowed to be here without fixing everything. Again. This moment does not need me to carry the whole future. Again. I can rest inside one breath and let that be enough. Now let the affirmations become softer and deeper. Like warm water poured slowly into a bowl. No rush, no sharp edges, just warmth. I release the old hunger for unsafe love. I release the need to explain my worth to closed hearts. I release the habit of waiting where my soul feels cold. This may feel strong. Let it be loving. You are not condemning anyone. You are releasing your own pain. You are not saying anyone is bad. You are saying your heart needs warmth. You are saying your soul needs places where it can breathe. You are saying your energy is sacred. I release the old hunger for unsafe love again. I no longer mistake anxiety for connection again. I let my heart move toward love that feels clear, gentle, and real. And now, breathe into the space that opens. When old hunger leaves, there may be emptiness at first. Do not fear it. Empty space is not failure. Empty space can become peace. Empty space can become rest. Empty space can become the room where something kinder enters. I allow empty space to become peaceful space. I allow quiet to become a place of renewal. I allow the room inside me to be filled with gentleness. Let the silence after release be honored. You do not have to rush to fill it. You do not have to grab the next thing. You do not have to replace one chase with another. Let the space breathe. Let the soul stretch. Let the heart learn that quiet is not abandonment. I allow empty space to become peaceful space. Again, the quiet inside me can be kind. Again, I do not fear the space where my new life is forming. Now let your trust deepen. Not blind trust, not forced trust. A soft trust. A trust that says, I can meet this morning with care. I can make one good choice. I can listen for what feels peaceful. I can stop when I need to stop. I can begin when it is time to begin. I trust the small signs of peace in my body. I trust the quiet, no that protects me. I trust the gentle yes that brings me closer to life. Your body often knows before your mind finishes explaining. The tightness, the ease, the breath, the heaviness, the warmth, the little inner pull towards something kind. You can learn to listen without fear. You can ask, does this bring me closer to peace or farther from myself? You can ask, does this help me breathe? You can ask, is this love or is this panic wearing the face of love? I trust the small signs of peace in my body. Again, I listen for the feeling of honest calm. Again, my inner wisdom can speak softly and I can still hear it. Take a moment here. Ask yourself gently, what am I ready to stop chasing? Not with shame, not with anger, just with honesty. What am I ready to release from my tired hands? If one word comes to you, you can hold it quietly. Or if you feel called, you can share it in the comments as a promise to your own heart. One word, peace, rest, love, freedom, trust, enough. Let it be your small marker of return. I am ready to release what keeps pulling me out of my peace. I am ready to choose what helps my soul feel clean. I am ready to let one old chase end inside me. You do not need to release everything today. One old chase is enough. One old pattern noticed is enough. One small return is enough. The heart changes through gentle repetition. The body trusts through gentle repetition. The mind learns through gentle repetition. I am ready to release what keeps pulling me out of my peace. Again. One peaceful release can begin a new path within me. Again. I let today be the day one old grip becomes softer. Now let your spirit receive permission. Permission to rest. Permission to want. Permission to wait with dignity. Permission to stop proving. Permission to be human. Permission to grow slowly. Permission to receive what is kind. I give myself permission to stop turning life into a test. I give myself permission to be loved without overworking for it. I give myself permission to let good feel simple. This may be new. Maybe good has often felt complicated. Maybe love has felt like a puzzle. Maybe peace has felt like something you had to earn after suffering enough. But good can be simple. A kind message, a clear answer, a safe room, a warm blanket, a quiet morning, a person who means what they say, a choice that does not hurt your soul. I give myself permission to let good feel simple. Again, I allow life to meet me without constant struggle. Again, I let my heart believe that gentle things can still be real. Now bring both hands to your heart if you can, or simply imagine warmth there. And let these words become even more direct. Our heart, you do not have to chase today. Dear heart, you do not have to beg today. Dear heart, you do not have to prove your beauty to anyone today. Let your heart hear that. You may have asked it to run for so long. You may have asked it to keep hoping in painful places. You may have asked it to keep smiling while it was breaking. But now you speak to it differently. Dear heart, you can rest. Dear heart, you can breathe. Dear heart, you can wait in peace. Dear heart, you do not have to chase today. Again. Dear heart, I will not send you where you feel unsafe just to feel chosen again. Dear heart, I am learning to keep you close and care for you well. This is the peak of the practice. This is the place where everything becomes simple. Your heart has been with you through every season, through confusion, through hope, through disappointment, through longing, through silence, through beginning again. And your heart is still here, still beating, still willing to soften, still willing to believe in a gentle life. I bless my loyal heart. I bless the hope that survived inside me. I bless the love in me that still wants to live open. You have not lost your softness, even if you had to protect it. You have not lost your light, even if it became quiet. You have not lost your way, even if you had to sit down for a while. The path can meet you again from here. I bless my loyal heart. Again, I honor the part of me that kept loving even after hard days. Again, I protect the softness in me as something precious and strong. Now, gently, let the energy begin to come down. The peak has touched the heart. Now we let it rest. You do not need to climb higher. You do not need to feel more. Let the words become simpler. Let them become like rocking, forward and back, in and out. Here and now. I am here with myself. I am kind to myself. I am staying close to myself. Again, I am here with myself. I am kind to myself. I am staying close to myself. And again, slower. I am here. I am kind. I stay. Let the mind rest in those small words. No chasing, no running, no proving. Here, kind. Stay. I let peace gather around me. I let silence become gentle. I let this moment hold what I cannot carry alone. You do not have to carry the whole weight in this moment. Let the breath carry a little. Let the ground carry a little. Let the silence carry a little. Let these words carry a little. Everything can wait. Just breathe. I let peace gather around me. Again, I allow quiet comfort to come close. Again, I do not need to hold every worry in my hands right now. And now, as this second affirmation block settles, let your body know that the hardest part is over for this moment. You have listened. You have opened. You have let deep words touch deep places. There is nothing more to force. Only stillness now. Only breath. Only the slow return. I have heard what my heart needed to hear. I have opened the door to a softer way. I have given myself permission to stop chasing and start resting in my own peace. Let them at rest in your heart. Let it rest. Let it rest. Let it rest. Now there is nothing you need to do right now, nothing to fix, nothing to chase, nothing to prove, nothing to become in a hurry. Just be here. Let this moment be just for you. Let it be soft. Let it be quiet. Let it be simple. You are safe here. You can breathe here. Everything can wait. Take a slow breath in. Hold it softly and release again. Breathe in slowly. Hold gently and let it go. One more time. Breathe in like you are receiving morning air after a long night. Hold it with kindness and release what you do not need to carry in this moment. Good. Just breathe. There is nowhere else to be. There is nothing else to earn. This breath is enough. This moment is enough. You are enough for this moment. Let your shoulders drop a little. Let your jaw loosen. Let your hands soften. Let your forehead become smooth. Let your tongue rest. Let your heart slow down in its own time. You do not need to make the body relax. Invite it. Whisper to it with your attention. Say, body, you may rest now. Say, body, you do not have to hold the whole day. Say, body, I am here with you. Breathe in and let the breath move down into the chest. Breathe out and let the chest soften. Breathe in. Let the breath move down into the belly. Breathe out. Let the belly release one small layer of holding. Breathe in Let the breath touch the back of your body. Breathe out. Let your back feel supported. There is nothing you need to do right now. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. There is nothing you need to chase right now. There is nothing you need to explain right now. There is nothing you need to decide right now. Just breathe. Imagine your thoughts are leaves floating on quiet water. One thought comes, one thought goes. You do not need to catch it. You do not need to follow it. You do not need to turn it into a story. Let it float. Let it pass. Let the water carry it gently away. A thought may say, "But what about tomorrow?" Let it float. A thought may say, "But what about that person?" Let it float. A thought may say, "But what if nothing changes?" Let it float. You are breathing now. You are here now. The water of this moment is carrying the leaves. Breathe in peace. Breathe out pressure. Breathe in softness. Breathe out the need to hurry. Breathe in warmth. Breathe out the old chase. Again. Breathe in peace. Breathe out pressure. Breathe in softness. Breathe out the need to hurry. Breathe in warmth. Breathe out the old chase. Now let your body become heavy in the kindest way. Not heavy with sadness, heavy with rest. Like a stone warmed by the sun. Like a blanket settling over tired shoulders, like the earth holding what no longer needs to be lifted. Let your feet rest. Your feet have carried you through so many days. They do not need to run right now. They can be still. They can be warm. They can be quiet. Let your legs rest. Your legs do not need to hold you up in this moment. They can soften. They can release. They can be carried by the surface beneath you. Let your hips rest. Let your lower back rest. Let the places that hold old tension know that they are allowed to receive support. You are not falling. You are being held. Let your belly rest. You do not have to grip life from the center of your body. You do not have to brace for every possible future. Let the belly soften. Let the breath move. Let the body know that this moment is gentle. Let your chest rest. Let the heart have space. It does not need to reach forward. It does not need to pull anyone closer. It does not need to search the room for proof. It can stay inside you. Warm, soft, held. Let your shoulders rest. They have carried many invisible things. Expectations, pressure, old sadness, other people's needs. But now, for this moment, let them lower. Let the weight slide off. Let everything that can wait, wait. Let your throat rest. You do not need to explain your worth. You do not need to defend your heart. You do not need to speak the perfect words. Your throat can be quiet. Your voice can be soft. Your truth can still live inside you. Let your face rest. Let your eyes rest. Let your mind rest behind your eyes. You do not need to search. You do not need to scan. You do not need to watch for danger in this breath. Let the top of your head rest. Let the whole body feel like it is sitting under a warm, gentle sky. Nothing pressing down, nothing pulling you away. Only space, only breath, only this soft moment. You are safe here. Let that be simple. You are safe here. Not because everything in life is solved, not because every question has an answer, but because in this breath you are allowed to rest. In this breath you are not chasing. In this breath you are held by the quiet. Breathe in. I am here. Breathe out. I can rest. Breathe in. I am here. Breathe out. I can rest. Breathe in. I am here. Breathe out. I can rest. Good. Very soft now. Very slow. Let the words become lighter. Let them become like a lullaby inside your own heart. There is nothing to chase. There is nothing to pull. There is nothing to force. Just breathe. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to earn. There is nothing to defend. Just breathe. There is nothing to fix in this exact moment. There is nothing to finish in this exact moment. There is nothing to become in this exact moment. Just breathe. Let this silence do some of the work. Let the quiet touch you. Let the spaces between the words become healing spaces for your emotions. Let the pause be a soft room. Let the breath be the door. If the mind wanders, that is okay. Bring it back with love. No scolding, no pressure. Just return. Here, breath, heart, peace. If sadness comes, let it be held. If tiredness comes, let it rest. If doubt comes, let it sit beside you without taking over. Everything inside you can soften at its own pace. And if you are still wondering whether you deserve this peace, you do. You do not need to earn this breath. You do need to earn this rest. You do not need to earn the right to be gentle with yourself. You deserve kindness because you are here, because you are human, because your heart has carried enough. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. You deserve kindness because you are here. You deserve peace in small moments. You deserve a morning that does not begin with fear. Now breathe in through the nose if you can, slowly, softly, and breathe out through the mouth as if you are fogging a mirror. Again, breathe in, slow and gentle. Breathe out, long and easy. Again. Breathe in. Let the chest rise. Breathe out. Let the body sink. Now, let the breath become natural. Do not control it. Let it breathe you. Let it move the way it wants to move. The body knows. The body can rest. The body can restore in gentle ways. The body can receive calm. Whisper inside. I allow this moment to be enough. Again, I allow this moment to be enough. One more time. This moment can be enough for now. No more than now. No farther than now. No heavier than now. Just this. Just breath. Just stillness. Just the soft place where your heart can stop running. Imagine now that the room around you is becoming quieter. Even if there are sounds outside, they do not need to disturb you. They can be part of the background, far away, soft, passing. You are inside a gentle circle of calm. Inside this circle, there is no need to chase love. Love can come as warmth. Inside this circle, there is no need to chase peace. Peace can come as breath. Inside this circle, there is no need to chase answers. Answers can come when the mind is ready to hear. Everything can wait. The message can wait. The plan can wait. The worry can wait. The old story can wait. The next step can wait until your body has remembered how to breathe. Just breathe, softly, slowly, no effort. Breathe in, receive. Breathe out, release. Breathe in, receive. Breathe out, release. Breathe in, receive. Breathe out, release. Now let the word receive become gentle. You are not grabbing, you are not pulling. You are not asking life to rush. You are simply opening the smallest inner door. A door the size of a breath. A door the size of a yes. A door the size of maybe I can let peace come closer. Let peace come closer. Let calm come closer. Let comfort come closer. Let your own heart come closer. There is no need to push. There is no need to understand. There is no need to make this moment special. It already is. Because you are here with yourself. And that is sacred enough. Now, count with the breath, slowly, gently, no force. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold softly for 1, 2. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Let go of counting. Let the breath return to its own quiet rhythm. You have done enough. You are doing enough. You can rest now inside the soft circle of this moment. Now listen to these words like they are being placed gently beside you, not on top of you, not as a demand, beside you, like small stones on a quiet path. You can slow down, you can soften, you can let the morning hold you for a while. You can stop reaching, you can stop searching. You can come back to the breath. You can rest your heart. You can let the next thing come later. Everything can wait. Just breathe. Let the stillness grow. Let the spaces become wider. Let the voice inside you become calmer. You do not need many words now, only a few soft ones. Here, breath, heart, peace, again. Here, breath, heart, peace, again. Here, breath, heart, peace. If your mind says, "What should I do next?" answer softly. Breathe first. If your mind says, "What if I lose what I want?" answer softly. Come home first. If your mind says, "What if I am not enough?" answer softly. Rest here first. There is wisdom in not answering every fear with a plan. Sometimes fear needs a breath before it needs a solution. Sometimes the heart needs comfort before it needs direction. Sometimes the body needs rest before it can feel hopeful again. So breathe first, rest first, come home first. Let that be your practice. Let that be your medicine for the spirit, not a cure, not a promise that life becomes perfect, a support, a comfort, a way to nurture inner peace, a way to help your emotional healing journey feel less lonely. You are not alone in this breath. You are with yourself. You are with the quiet. You are with the warmth of these words. You are with the part of life that still knows how to be gentle. Let your heart receive this. You are not behind in this moment. You are not failing in this moment. You are not forgotten in this moment. You are breathing in this moment. You are held by this moment. You are allowed to rest in this moment. Very soft now, like a lullaby, like water moving slowly near the shore, like warm rain tapping gently on the roof, like the world becoming quiet around your tired thoughts. No chase, no fear, no hurry, no proof, only breath, only softness, only this. Now place one hand on your heart if that feels good. If not, simply imagine a warm hand there, a kind hand, a hand that asks nothing from you, a hand that says, "I am here." Feel the warmth, Feel the touch. Feel the simple comfort of not being rushed. Say inside, I give myself this moment again. I give myself this moment. One more time. This moment belongs to my peace. Let it belong to your peace. Not to fear, not to chasing, not to checking, not to proving, to peace. And now, rest in a few soft breaths. No words needed for a moment, only breathing. Good. Very gently, return to the sound of the words. Not quickly, not sharply, like slowly opening your eyes inside a dream. You are safe here. Everything can wait. Just breathe. You are safe here. The world can wait. Just breathe. You are safe here. The next step can wait. Just breathe. Let that become a circle. Safe. Wait. Breathe. Safe. Wait. Breathe. Safe. Wait. Breathe. Now let the breath become very natural again. No counting, no holding, no trying, only receiving and releasing. Receiving and releasing. Receiving and releasing. This is the rhythm of enough. This is the rhythm of not chasing. This is the rhythm of a heart coming back to itself. You receive the breath. You release the breath. You receive the moment. You release the pressure. You receive the quiet. You release the chase. Nothing more, nothing less. Just this. And in this stillness, something in you is learning. It is learning that peace does not have to be chased. It is learning that rest does not have to be earned. It is learning that you can stop running and still be alive, still be worthy, still be held by your own gentle presence. Let that sink in. Let that sink. Let it rest in your heart. You can stop running. You can still be loved. You can stop chasing. You can still receive. You can pause. You can still belong. Now one more breath cycle. Slowly breathe in. Receive peace. Breathe out. Release pressure. Breathe in. Receive warmth. Breathe out. Release the chase. Breathe in. Receive this moment. Breathe out. Let everything else wait. And now, stay here. Quiet. Soft. Open. Nothing to do. Nothing to chase. Just breathe. Just rest. Just let the next part come gently when it comes. Now let the next words come closer. not quickly, not loudly. Let them come like a warm hand resting over your heart. Let them come like something your soul has been waiting to hear for a very long time. You have been so brave in ways no one saw. You have carried questions with a quiet face. You have held hope even when hope felt thin. You have loved even when love felt uncertain. You have kept breathing through seasons that asked more from you than you knew how to give. And now, in this soft place, you are allowed to receive words that do not ask you to run. Words that do not ask you to become perfect. Words that only ask you to rest inside the truth of your own worth. The goodness that is right for me does not require me to break my own heart. The goodness that is meant to nourish me can arrive without making me abandon my peace. The goodness that belongs in my life can come in a way that lets my spirit stay whole. Let this be strong. Let it be gentle and strong. You do not have to break your own heart to receive a blessing. You do not have to live in constant tension to prove that you want a better life. You do not have to lose sleep, lose yourself, lose your softness, or lose your voice to show that your dreams matter. The good that is truly good for you will not ask you to destroy your own center. The goodness that is right for me does not require me to break my own heart. Again, softer. What is truly kind for my life can reach me without crushing my spirit. Again, deeper. I open to blessings that leave my heart whole, my breath steady, and my soul at peace. Let this next truth go even deeper. The things that could not see your worth were never the measure of your worth. The doors that stayed closed were not the judges of your future. The people who did not understand your heart were not the owners of your heart. The delays were not proof that you were forgotten. The silence was not proof that you were unseen. The old pain was not proof that love had ended for you. No closed door has the power to name my future. No silence has the power to erase my value. No delay has the power to cancel the beauty still growing in my life. Let that sink in. You may have taken rejection personally. You may have taken delay personally. You may have taken silence personally. You may have thought, this means something about me. But maybe it did not mean you were unworthy. Maybe it meant that door was too small. Maybe it meant that timing was not kind. Maybe it meant that life was guiding you away from what would have asked you to leave too much of yourself behind. No closed door has the power to name my future. Again, no pause in my path can decide the size of my life. Again, what did not open for me cannot stop what is still able to unfold with grace. Now breathe into the center of your chest. Let the heart feel supported. Let the heart hear this. You do not need to beg for a place in what is truly yours. You do not need to force your way into what already fits your soul. You do not need to become louder to be found by what is right. What truly belongs with my soul will not need me to become someone false. What truly fits my path will make room for my real heart. What truly welcomes me will not require me to erase my own needs. This is a holy kind of relief. The right life does not need your mask. The right love does not need your silence. The right opportunity does not need your self-hatred. The right path does not need you to become a stranger to yourself. You can keep becoming honest. You can keep becoming softer. You can keep becoming clearer. And still, good can meet you. What truly belongs with my soul will not need me to become someone false. Again. What is meant to stay near me can honor the real shape of my heart. Again. I welcome what has room for my truth, my tenderness, and my steady growth. And now, let the deeper place listen. The place that once thought it had to be chosen by everyone. The place that tried to become pleasing. The place that learned to hide sadness. The place that kept asking, am I too much? I am not too much for the spaces that are meant to hold me. I am not too soft for the love that knows how to be gentle. I am not too late for the life that can still rise within me. Let those words reach the younger part of your heart, the part that waited to be accepted, the part that thought love meant becoming easy, the part that feared being left behind. Speak to that part now with warmth. You are not too much. You are not too slow. You are not too tender. You are not too hopeful. You are not too broken. You are a person learning how to be loved without fear. I am not too much for the spaces that are meant to hold me. Again, the right places can receive my heart without asking me to shrink. Again, I allow myself to belong where my presence is treated with care. Now let this next affirmation rise like a deep bell inside you. Slow, warm, clear. I no longer make my worth wait outside someone else's door. I no longer leave my peace in hands that do not hold it gently. I no longer place my whole life inside one answer. This is freedom. This is not anger. This is not pride. This is the soul remembering that your life is larger than one person, one outcome, one message, one chance, one season. Your life has more doors than the one you have been staring at. Your heart has more warmth than the one place that felt cold. Your future has more space than the one path fear keeps repeating. I no longer make my worth wait outside someone else's door. Again, my value comes back to me now, where it belongs. Again, I gather my peace from every place I left it, and I hold it with love. Let your body feel that gathering, your peace coming back, your hope coming back, your energy coming back, your attention coming back. Little pieces of you returning from old worries. little pieces of you returning from old waiting, little pieces of you returning from old pain. I call my energy back from what cannot care for it. I call my attention back from fear and place it in love. I call my heart back from old longing and give it rest. This is one of the strongest moments in the whole journey. Feel it slowly. You are not weak because you gave your energy away. You were longing. You were hoping. You were trying to survive. But now you are learning a new way. You are calling yourself home, not with shame, with love, not with anger, with softness, not with force, with breath. I call my energy back from what cannot care for it. Again, I bring my spirit home from every place it was waiting to be saved. Again, I welcome every lost part of me back into my own gentle keeping. Let your breath become slower. You are not reaching now. You are receiving yourself. You are receiving your own attention. You are receiving your own love. You are receiving your own kindness. And from that fullness, the right things may feel easier to notice. The version of me that is calm can make choices that fear could never see. The version of me that is loved from within can stop accepting crumbs as a feast. The version of me that is rooted in peace can recognize what is truly nourishing. This is not about being better than anyone. This is about being closer to yourself. When you are close to yourself, confusion loses power. When you are close to yourself, you can feel what drains you. When you are close to yourself, you can feel what warms you. When you are close to yourself, you do not need to chase what keeps making you anxious. The version of me that is calm can make choices that fear could never see. Again, my peaceful self can notice doors my worried self could not find. Again, as I become steady, I begin choosing from wisdom instead of old hunger. Now feel this next affirmation like a warm wave through the whole body. I am not waiting to become worthy. I am learning to live from the worth that is already breathing inside me. I am not searching for permission. I am remembering the quiet yes that lives in my own soul. Let this be the peak. Let it land. You are not waiting to become worthy. You are not waiting for someone to announce that you matter. You are not waiting for a perfect season to begin treating yourself with care. You are not waiting for every wound to close before you offer yourself kindness. You are not waiting for life to become easy before you become gentle. You are learning to live from the worth that is already breathing inside you. I am not waiting to become worthy again. The worth within me does not need outside permission to be real. Again, I live today as someone whose value is already quietly present. Let tears come if they come. Let silence come if it comes. Let nothing come if nothing comes. You do not need to perform this moment. The words can work gently, even if you simply listen. I do not need to feel every word perfectly for the words to support me. I do not need to force belief for peace to begin near me. I do not need to understand everything for my heart to soften. And if a part of you doubts this, let it be here. You do not need to force belief. You do not need to push doubt away. Let doubt sit down beside the breath. Let doubt rest too. Even the doubtful part of you is tired of fighting. Even the doubtful part of you needs kindness. I make room for doubt without letting it lead my whole life. I allow uncertainty to be present while I keep choosing softness. I let my heart learn trust slowly, gently, and honestly. This is a kind way, a true way, a human way. You can doubt and still breathe. You can wonder and still listen. You can feel unsure and still place one loving word inside your morning. You can be in process and still be held by grace, kindness, and your own gentle attention. I make room for doubt without letting it lead my whole life. Again, my uncertainty can rest while my deeper wisdom keeps growing. Again, I do not need perfect faith to take a peaceful step today. Now let the affirmations become like a strong, warm current, not rushing, not pushing, carrying. I am available for what honors my nervous heart with patience. I am available for peace that does not ask me to pretend. I am available for love that can sit beside my truth. Feel that. You are not asking for perfect love. You are asking for honest love. You are not asking for a life with no hard days. You are asking for a life where you do not have to abandon yourself on the hard days. You are not asking fickle or support that solves everything. You are opening to support that helps you breathe, choose, rest, and begin again. I am available for what honors my nervous heart with patience again. I welcome what can meet me with gentleness while I keep growing again. I no longer close myself to goodness that arrives with calm and respect. Let this next one be simple. I am not here to be chased by chaos. I am here to be met by peace. I am here to be found by what is kind. Everything starts chasing you in the right way when your energy no longer runs after the wrong feeling. Peace comes after you because you stop feeding the noise. Clarity comes after you because you stop worshiping confusion. Warmth comes after you because you stop living outside your own heart. The right things come closer because you finally become present enough to recognize them. I am not here to be chased by chaos. Again, I let peace be the thing that moves toward me now. Again, I choose to be reached by what is gentle, honest, and safe for my spirit. Let your whole body rest in that. No chaos, no panic, no chasing the old ache, just peace moving closer, warmth moving closer, your own self-love moving closer, a calmer future moving closer, one choice at a time. I let my future be shaped by gentleness, not fear. I let my next chapter grow from self-respect, not desperation. I let my path be guided by what helps my soul breathe. This is not a guarantee that life will never be difficult. This is not a promise that every desire arrives exactly as the mind imagines. It is a softer, wiser promise to yourself. A promise that you will not meet life by leaving yourself. A promise that you will not treat fear as your home. A promise that you will keep returning to peace, even slowly. I let my future be shaped by gentleness, not fear, again. I build the next part of my life from care, clarity, and calm attention. Again. I allow my choices to become bridges toward a softer way of living. Now take another deep breath. Let it fill the places that have been waiting. Let it touch the place behind the ribs. Let it touch the throat. Let it touch the belly. Let it touch the tired hands. I am allowed to stop begging for the love I can begin giving myself. I am allowed to stop chasing peace and start practicing it in this breath. I am allowed to stop waiting for life to approve of me before I become tender with myself. Let this feel like a soft turning. You turn away from the old ache. You turn toward your own heart. You turn away from the locked door. You turn toward the open breath. You turn away from the hunger that never felt full. You turn toward the simple nourishment of this moment. I am allowed to stop begging for the love I can begin giving myself. Again. I offer my own heart a warmth that does not disappear when the day is hard. Again. I become a gentle companion to myself while life continues to unfold. Now the peak becomes quiet, not gone. Quiet, like thunder far away after rain has passed, like the body after crying. Like a deep truth that no longer needs to shout. I am still here. I am still open. I am still worthy of what is kind. Let these three truths rest softly. You are still here. You are still open. You are still worthy of what is kind. No matter what happened before this morning, no matter how long you chased, no matter how tired you became, you are still here, and something in you is still open, and you are still worthy of what is kind. I am still here again. I remain open to the gentle good that life can bring. Again. I am worthy of kindness that does not ask me to disappear. Let this final wave of Section 7 move through you slowly. I return from fear with tenderness. I gather myself from old waiting. I stop making my heart live on uncertain crumbs. I let my peace have a place at the center of my choices. I release the need to be understood by what cannot hear me. I invite relationships that feel like warm truth. I invite opportunities that meet my effort with respect. I invite inner calm that helps me see what matters. I invite mornings that begin with self-compassion. I invite a life that does not require me to chase my own worth. And now let the peak pass into softness. Let the big feeling become quiet. Let the words settle like warm stones in your pocket. You do not need to hold them tightly. They are with you. They have entered. They can keep working softly in the background of your heart. You have heard something deep, and now you can rest. Now we come down gently, not down into sadness, not down into heaviness, down into peace, down into the body, down into the simple breath, down into the soft truth that you do not need to chase what requires you to leave yourself behind. Imagine a quiet compass resting in your palm. It does not shout. It does not rush. It does not argue with the road. It simply turns toward true north. Again and again. Even if the hand shakes, even if the sky is cloudy, even if the path is not fully known. The compass does not need to see the whole journey. It only knows how to return to direction. Your heart can become like that compass, not perfect, not always certain, but able to return, able to feel when something pulls you away from yourself, able to feel when something brings warmth and ease, able to feel the difference between fear pushing you and peace guiding you. This is what integration means. It means the words do not stay only in this video. They begin to live in your breathing. They begin to live in your small choices. They begin to live in the moment you pause before chasing. They begin to live in the moment you place your hand on your heart and remember, I can return first. So now slowly we gather the truths from before and let them become deeper, not repeated in the same way, not forced, just remembered. Like a path your feet can find in the dark because you have walked it with love. When the morning begins, you can come back to your own center before you give yourself to the world. You can let your first breath belong to peace, not pressure. You can let your first thought be a small act of kindness toward your own heart. This is the first return, not running outside yourself, not searching every corner of the world for proof. Just here, breath, heart, body. Morning, and when the old feeling rises, the feeling that says, go check, go chase, go prove, go hurry, you can pause. You can place your hand over your heart. You can let the compass inside you turn again, not toward panic, toward peace. You can remember that what truly respects your soul will not demand that you become smaller. You can remember that what truly belongs near you will not keep you in endless fear. You can remember that your longing is holy, but it does not need to become self-abandonment. Let that be a deep comfort. Your desire can stay. Your dreams can stay. Your love can stay. Your hope can stay. Only the panic begins to loosen. Only the begging begins to dissolve. Only the old belief that you are not enough without the outcome begins to lose its voice. Now imagine another image. A loom weaving soft cloth thread by thread. One thread is breath. One thread is self-respect. One thread is patience. One thread is honest love. One thread is rest. One thread is courage. One thread is the choice not to chase what drains you. At first, one thread looks small, but slowly, through repetition, a new fabric forms. This is what your mornings can become. Not one dramatic change, not one perfect belief, a weaving, a patient weaving. Every morning, one thread. Every breath, one thread. Every kind word, one thread. Every time you stop before chasing, one thread. Every time you choose peace, one thread. And one day you may feel something different around you. A softer inner covering. A stronger inner warmth. A fabric made from all the mornings you did not give up on yourself. A fabric made from all the moments when you chose to stay with your heart. This is why the small practice matters. The sentence you say every morning matters. The pause before the phone matters. The breath before reaction matters. The gentle no matters. The quiet yes matters. The moment you stop treating your peace as something optional matters. You are not trying to control life. You are learning to participate in life from a calmer place. You are not trying to force people to chase you. You are learning to stop running after what makes you feel invisible. You are not trying to become untouchable. You are learning to become reachable by what is kind. There is a beautiful difference. You are not closing the door to life. You are closing the door to self-betrayal. You are not closing the door to love. You are closing the door to love that requires panic. You are not closing the door to success. You are closing the door to progress that makes you hate yourself. And this creates space. Space for a new pace. Space for new breath. Space for support that feels clean. Space for gentle courage. Space for better timing. Space for your own wisdom to speak. Let the compass turn. Let the loom keep weaving. Let your heart understand. And that change does not always arrive like thunder. Sometimes change arrives like a softer answer. Sometimes it arrives like silence that no longer scares you. Sometimes it arrives like an old craving losing its grip. Sometimes it arrives like a message you do not need to send. Sometimes it arrives like a peaceful sleep after a long season of worry. Now we revisit the strongest truths with new depth. You can return to yourself before you respond to the world. You can let your heart be the first place you visit each morning. You can give your own soul the warmth you once waited for others to bring. You can stop living on the edge of someone else's attention. You can step back from the places where your peace keeps getting lost. You can choose connections that do not make your body feel like it must brace. You can open to receiving without gripping the future. You can welcome help without shame. You can allow kindness to enter through small, ordinary doors. You can stop comparing your pace to people whose inner life you cannot see. You can honor the hidden growth that is forming beneath the surface. You can let your quiet season be meaningful without needing everyone to understand it. You can let desire become clean again. You can want more without making yourself wrong for where you are. You can care about your dreams without turning your dreams into punishment. You can listen to the body when it tightens. You can listen to the heart when it softens. You can listen to the breath when it asks for space. You can let love become simple again. You can let support become possible again. You can let your own presence become a place where your spirit can sit down and rest. Now take a longer, reflective pause. Let all of this move through you without needing to answer. Let your heart choose one truth to keep close. Maybe it is the compass. Maybe it is the weaving. Maybe it is the simple sentence, I can return. Maybe it is the soft knowing that you do not need to chase what makes you disappear. Good. Very gently now. Let the energy come down another layer. Let the words become simpler. Your heart has heard enough to begin changing. Your body has felt enough to begin softening. Your mind has received enough to begin looking in a new direction. You do not need to repeat everything. Only remember the path. When fear says chase, you can breathe. When loneliness says beg, you can hold your heart. When comparison says hurry, you can feel your own feet. When doubt says nothing is coming, you can look for one small kind thing near you. The path is simple. Return, soften, listen, choose, rest, begin again. Return when you forget. Soften when you tighten. Listen when fear becomes loud. Choose what brings you back to peace. Rest when the body asks. Begin again without shame. This is how the practice enters your life. Not as a rule, not as pressure, as a gentle rhythm. Like a quiet song your heart slowly learns, like a thread becoming cloth, like a compass findi ng north. Like morning slowly warming the room without needing to rush the sun. And now, if there is one thing to carry from this section, let it be this. Your peace is not the reward after the chase. Your peace is the place where the chase begins to end. Let that sink in. Let it rest in your heart. Your peace is not far away. It may begin in this breath. It may begin with this pause. It may begin with the choice to stop frightening yourself for one moment. It may begin with the choice to speak inwardly as if your heart matters. And your heart does matter. It matters in the morning. It matters at night. It matters when you are strong. It matters when you are tired. It matters when you know the way. It matters when you do not. So now we move toward deeper rest. The message has been planted. The compass has turned. The cloth is being woven. You do not need to keep thinking about it. You do not need to hold every word. Let the body take what it needs. Let the heart keep what it can. Let the rest float away. You can rest now. You can soften now. You can let this practice become quieter. Now let the body begin to drift, deeper, softer, slower. Safe. You do not need to follow every word closely now. You do not need to remember everything. Let the words pass through you like warm air. Let them support your healing journey gently. Let them invite inner peace. Let them help your body remember rest. You are drifting now, deeper into quiet, softer into breath. Safe inside this moment. Begin with the top of your head. Let the scalp soften. Let the forehead smooth. Let the space between your eyebrows open. There is nothing to figure out there now. No problem to solve in the forehead. No future to hold between the eyes. Let it soften. Let your eyes rest. The eyes have looked for so many signs. They have searched faces. They have checked screens. They have watched for answers. Now the eyes can rest. They do not need to search anymore tonight. Let your cheeks soften. Let the jaw loosen. Let the teeth part slightly if that feels natural. Let the tongue rest. Let the mouth be quiet. No explaining now. No proving now. No perfect words now. Only rest. Let the throat soften. Every word you did not say can rest. Every word you said with a shaking heart can rest. Every truth still forming can rest. Your voice does not need to carry anything tonight. Let the neck release. Let the back of the head feel supported. Let the shoulders become heavy. Let the shoulders remember that they do not need to carry the whole life at once. They can lower, they can drop, they can let go. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let your arms rest, upper arms heavy, elbows soft, forearms loose, wrists easy. Hands open, fingers relaxed. These hands do not need to grab. These hands do not need to hold the future. These hands can rest from reaching. Let the chest soften. Let the ribs widen and release. Let the heart be quiet. Your heart does not need to run ahead tonight. Your heart does not need to knock on any door tonight. Your heart can stay inside you and be warm. Let the breath move gently. No force, no counting yet, just breathing, in and out, in and out. The body knows. The body is allowed to rest and restore in its own gentle way. Let the belly soften. Let the stomach release. Let the deep center of the body stop bracing. You do not need to prepare for every possible tomorrow. Tomorrow can wait. This moment is here. This breath is here. Rest is here. Let the lower back soften. Let the hips become heavy. Let the legs release their effort. Thighs soft, knees quiet, calves loose, ankles easy, feet resting, toes soft. The feet do not need to run toward anything now. The legs do not need to chase anything now. The body does not need to move toward proof now. You are lying, sitting, or resting here. And here is enough. Now breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold softly for 1, 2. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, even softer. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently 1, 2. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go of counting. Let the breath become natural. Let the body float in its own rhythm. Nothing to do, nothing to chase, nothing to hold. Now let these final rest affirmations move very slowly. You do not need to repeat them out loud. You can simply receive them. My body can rest while life continues to unfold. My heart can soften without knowing every answer. My thoughts can slow down and become quiet for tonight. My breath can guide me into a calmer inner place. My spirit can lay down the weight of proving. My hands can open and release the old reaching. My mind can stop rehearsing every fear. My chest can make room for gentle comfort. My whole self can be held by this soft moment. My sleep can be a place of peace, renewal, and quiet support. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let the face relax again. Let the shoulders relax again. Let the belly relax again. Let the legs relax again. Let the breath relax again. You do not need to stay alert. You do not need to keep checking. You do not need to hold the story together. The night can hold the edges. The quiet can hold the spaces. Your body can rest. And if a thought appears, let it pass. If a worry appears, let it pass. If a memory appears, let it pass. You do not need to follow every visitor. You can stay with the breath, in and out, soft and slow, here and resting. Now let your attention move like warm sand slowly settling. Down from the head, down through the throat, down through the chest, down through the belly, down through the hips, down through the legs, down into the feet, down into rest. You are drifting now, deeper than effort, softer than fear. Safe enough for this breath. Let the words become fewer. Let the quiet become wider. Let the body become heavier. Let the mind become lighter. No sea haze tonight. No proof tonight. No pressure tonight. Only breath. Only rest. Only peace coming closer in small ways. And now in this slow place, hear this gently. Say this every morning. Everything starts chasing you, not because you force the world, but because you stop abandoning your own peace. And tonight, you do not need even that thought. Tonight, you can let it all become simple. Stop running. Come home. Rest. Stop running. Come home. Rest. Stop running. Come home. Rest. You are drifting now, deeper, softer, safe. Let sleep come if it wants to come. Let rest come if sleep is not here yet. Let quiet come. Let comfort come. Let the body receive whatever gentle peace it can receive tonight. Nothing forced, nothing demanded, only allowed, only invited, only soft. Now the words become a slow circle. You can hear them once, and then again in a softer way. You do not need to hold them. Let them hold you. My heart returns to quiet. My heart returns to quiet, even after long seasons of noise. My heart returns to quiet, and in that quiet I can rest. The right path can meet my calm. The right path can meet me when I am not running from myself. The right path can meet my calm, and I can walk slowly enough to notice it. I loosen my grip on what frightens me. I loosen my grip on old stories, old pressure, and old fear. I loosen my grip, and my breath becomes softer. Good things may come gently. Good things may come through simple doors and quiet moments. Good things may come gently, and I allow myself to notice them. I am learning to be easy with myself. I am learning to be patient with my feelings and kind with my growth. I am learning to be easy with myself, one breath at a time. My soul does not need to run tonight. My soul does not need to search the dark for proof. My soul does not need to run tonight. It can rest where it is. I allow peace to choose me too. I allow peace to come near me in ways I can receive. I allow peace to choose me too, and I do not push it away. I trust the gentle pull of what feels true. I trust the soft direction that comes when my body is calm. I trust the gentle pull of what feels true, and I do not need to rush. I am becoming a place where my own heart can rest. I am becoming kinder inside, warmer inside, safer inside. I am becoming a place where my own heart can rest, and this is enough for now. The chase can end inside this breath. The chase can end, not forever by force, but now by choice. The chase can end inside this breath, and I can begin again softly. Now let the circle come again, even slower. My heart returns to quiet. The right path can meet my calm. I loosen my grip on what frightens me. Good things may come gently. I am learning to be easy with myself. My soul does not need to run tonight. I allow peace to choose me too. I trust the gentle pull of what feels true. I am becoming a place where my own art can rest. The chase can end inside this breath. Again, softer. Quiet heart, calm path, loose grip, gentle good, easy with myself. No running tonight. Peace comes near. Truth feels soft. My heart can rest. The chase can end. Let these words stay with you, not as something you must remember perfectly, not as something you must repeat in the right way. Let them stay like warmth under a blanket. Let them stay like a low song inside the chest. Let them stay like a soft thread tied gently around your wrist, reminding you that you can return. You can come back to this whenever you need, in the morning, at night, when you feel yourself reaching too hard, when your chest feels tight, when your mind begins to run, when your heart needs a place to rest. This space can be here for you. These words can meet you again. Your breath can meet you again. Your own heart can meet you again. Which line touched your heart the most? You can share it in the comments if you feel called. Maybe one sentence became a small key for you. Maybe one word felt like comfort. Maybe one pause gave your heart room to breathe. Let it be simple. Let it be honest. And if these words helped you, you are welcome to join this space. There is room here for your quiet mornings. There is room here for your soft nights. There is room here for your healing journey, your rest, your hope, and your return to peace. Now let the final words come very slowly. You do not need to answer them. You do not need to hold them. Just let them pass through you. May your heart stop running after what cannot hold it. May your breath guide you back when the world feels loud. May your body find moments of rest and gentle comfort. May your path open in ways that do not ask you to leave yourself. May the right things come closer as you become kinder to your own soul. May tomorrow morning meet you softly. May you remember, even for one breath, that you do not have to chase what belongs with your peace. Rest now. No more reaching. No more proving. No more running through the dark with a tired heart. You are here. You are breathing. You are returning. And in the quiet of your own heart, the morning is already beginning to become kind.